Hello, inflation fighters. Thank you for joining me, the Penny Nanny, who's watching over every cent. Today we're going to review the cost comparisons for the stock up that I did yesterday that you got to see in the video of all the cheeses and such. And I'll talk to you a little bit about the stores, about the pricing, about our area, and about some of the things that we are able to do despite some of the challenges that we face. So, as I've mentioned before, I live in a tourist community, so everything here is seasonal and it is very expensive. It's more expensive than if you were in a bigger, more metropolitan area. Now, some of that is just because the tourists, people believe they have the money to spend and they'll spend it. But I also think it's just the fact that, it's further away from any metropolitan area and you have to figure in the cost of things for that. Now, my stock up was done at Pick and Save, and Pick and Save has all kinds of programs to get involved in. They have a boost program that you can sign up for, where if you live anywhere in the country, they'll deliver your groceries to you. Of course, it's limited. You're not going to be able to get certain things like milk and cheese and stuff like that. At least I don't believe, and I'm not really sure I'd want to order that online. If it was in town and they were delivering it, that's one thing. But the sale they had was just too good to pass up when it came to soda and cheese. It was really inexpensive. So you saw from the haul what I purchased there. So for Pick and Save, the total of everything came to $134. Now I did that by utilizing some of their sales that they had. The soda that I purchased, I got 8 12 packs for $28. That's really a bargain. And it was like, four 12 packs for $13.98 or something like that. I just rounded up. So it was definitely a lot less expensive than some of the other stores. You're going to see how that pricing is. And the cheese knocked it out of the park too. I mean, $1.79 for all these cheeses, and the least expensive you can find in town on a regular basis is Walmart, because they're $2.22. But so as I told you before, I utilize the list. I go through, and the main ones that have groceries here are Target, Walmart, and Pick and Save. Some of the convenience stores around here also carry groceries, and they have pretty good sales, honestly. So it is something that if we got in a really bad situation, we would definitely, look if we couldn't find potatoes for a decent price anywhere. And that was the other thing. They had potatoes for 99 cents, a 5 big pound of russet potatoes, and their pineapples were under $1. They were 97 cents or something like that. So, but the total for everything I purchased utilizing programs and other things that I'm going to discuss in a minute was $134. That's a pretty good stock up price for those things. And the expiration dates on the cheeses isn't until June. So I know we're gonna go through all that cheese. And at the end of the day, if we have to, we can freeze it. Now, I don't think I would freeze the slices, but if I freeze, this has been my general experience, if I freeze up like a block of cheese, it'll just crumble. It'll be crumbles. And for a while, Kraft was even selling cheese crumbles. So, and that'll work just like shreds, honestly. It's a little bit thicker and bigger, but it would work for that purpose. I don't think you'd want to slice it. You could try. It depends on the brand that you buy and how cold it was in the freezer and things like that. So, so those are the main ones there that really sold me on going there. Plus, that store is just a little bit further than Target away from where I am right now. So I don't have to drive too much further to get there. And their pickup service is generally pretty good. So then looking at Target, there were like, their total came to, let's see, $110.82. And they didn't have any Italian bread, no cottage cheese, no tomatoes, no pineapples, and no potatoes. Because our Target is in a Greatland. I think it's Greatland Target. They don't have a full-on grocery store. They just have a section of food in there. So you're kind of limited. It's basically not even, maybe, it's about 10 vertical cases of frozen and refrigerated items. And then they've got 5 aisles of food. 6 if you count like snacks and stuff like that. I mean crackers, things like that. So trail mixes and nuts and things of that nature. So, so even without those things and utilizing a 5% discount on them, which I have because I use the Target Red Card every time I go, it still was pretty expensive. And again, the big killer there was the coffee that I bought, which was $6.99 at Pick and Save, but it was $10.79 and $10.59 depending on which one it was, because remember I bought the dark and the light. That's $4 more, almost $4 more. And their soda for the 8 12 packs would have been $41. So again, you're seeing quite a significant difference there. And then looking at Walmart, they struggled the most too with their sodas and their coffee. To buy the same amount of soda there would have been $55. $55. Can you imagine? Because they don't run specials or things like that. Every once in a while, they'll take $1 off for each one, but it's not like a grocery store or a Target. And Target only came in lower because if you bought 3, you got $3 off. But you still, if you're getting 8, you'd have to pay full price because it's not a derivative of, or anyway, if you divide, it's not based on 3s. Let's put it that way. Is it a divider? Whatever. Anyway, it's been a while since I've been in a math class, but I can still add, subtract, multiply, and divide. And their coffee too was also 10 something, 10.46 for both of them. So that kind of wiped it out of the park. And their cheese is $2.22 compared to $1.79 that I was getting on the sale price at Pick and Save, and they were both generics. They were both store brands. So, that was comparatively the pricing there. So, and their total came to $139.58 altogether. So it was easily $5 more. So that's kind of where that came. So let's talk a little bit about Pick and Save, because we don't have, up in our area, we don't get coupons put in our newspaper on Sunday. Occasionally they'll send something out. Pick and Save will, but I've been with them for, like a card member, for a long time, years. And I haven't gotten any in 2 years, I think. So they don't do it that often. So Kroger owns them, and it seems to me that they're going around buying more and more grocery chains up. But they have a thing where you can use digital coupons on their app. So you go on there and it's like, and it'll tell you, there's a coupon available for this. So click the coupon and then remember to add the item into your cart. First click the coupon, then add the item into your cart. They also have their own loyalty card, which is a perks card, and that will give you different pricing than what's on all the labels in the store. You should take advantage of buying multiples when they're on sale, like the sodas, the way that was. And sometimes they have like buy 5, get $1 off each item or things like that. And that way, excuse me, you can mix and match. Now, on the last day of a sale, they may be out of a lot of things. So you might not get your order completely filled. So that's something to consider. But 2 things where you can actually get the opportunity to preview their upcoming sale. There's a website called KrogerCrazy.com, and usually by Sunday night, she has the next week's sale. Now, I found that because it's regional, sometimes we don't get the same sales that they do. Pick and Save puts out a preview ad the day before. So on the last day of the sale, they'll put out a preview for the next upcoming sale. So at least you have, if it works for you, you have time to compare and contrast and see, well, maybe I'll wait to buy this till next week since it's going on sale. So you could do that for your whole entire groceries. Right now, we're just supplementing what we have from the pantries. Again, I've explained that a million times, it feels like, but because of weather conditions in our vehicle, it was difficult to get to pantries last 3 weeks. So anyway, so those are some things to consider when you are shopping. So if you don't have coupons, that doesn't mean you can't save money at what would be considered a more expensive store. You just have to check it out. You have to take the time and put the time in there. As my husband always says, things either cost time or money. So being able to put the time in, we can save some money. And that's pretty much what we're doing here. So with that said, be well, be blessed, and know you're taken care of. Bye now.